how to chop and store your cacao. So it's likely that you have received your cacao in a package like this, and it's actually fine to store your cacao permanently. It's going to last fresh for around a year in this foil package. However, if you have and use cacao regularly, then we do recommend having your own container that you're going to transfer it to, because you can chop it all up in one go. So if you haven't got a container yet and you're just using your package, then you're going to get out your cacao, and you're going to have some large pieces like this, likely, which you're going to need chopping up. And then to get the weight just right to send it out to you, you're likely going to have, I'm just going to have a little dig around, some smaller shavings like this, which can be used. You might just need to chop it up a little bit. So to chop, what I recommend is, if you're using a packet, just chop as you go, so the amount that you need. And I'll talk about what to do if you've got a container in a moment. So you're going to get your cacao, and like when you chop anything, you want to have the widest part of the flat surface down in front of you, so you've got stability when you're chopping and it's not moving around too much. You want the biggest knife that you can find in your kitchen. So this is my biggest knife as part of the set, but I do have a really big Chinese chopping knife as well. And the bigger the knife, the easier this job is. Obviously, the knife needs to be the right size for you. If you're very petite, you may not use a knife quite this big. But you're literally going to come to the corner of a piece of cacao and just hold the cacao either with your hand and your knuckles tucked in, or just there. I was just kind of catching it with the heel of my hand. And I'm using both hands on the knife because this knife is so big. And you're literally just going to chop down until you've got some fine shavings, almost a powder. This is going to then go, I'll just pick it up and show you. Come a little bit closer to the camera. You can see this is what my cacao is looking like when it's chopped. Now, we love sending the cacao out in these chunks because what it allows you to do is actually connect a little bit more and slow down. You can't make this in a rush if you need to chop it, and we want you to be part of that process to connect with your own cacao. So that's how you're going to do it if you're just keeping the bag in your home, and then you're going to pop the bigger block back in. So you've got your cacao there ready to go. If you have a jar, which is what I said we recommend, then you're going to get your jar to hand. You're going to chop everything in one go. And what we'd recommend is making a real ritual of this. So enjoy the process. Put on a beautiful piece of music. Maybe do it at a time that is significant for you. So it might be a Sunday when you've got a little bit more time. Or if, like us, you connect to the moon, you might like to have a full moon ritual or a new moon ritual, a special event to mark that day. Lots of our members of our Cacao Club and our Holistic Health Circle do contact us to say they do this as a new moon ritual, and they love to do that. So they take, I would say, I'm experienced at chopping cacao. That whole bag would take me 5 minutes. If it's your first time, it might take a little bit longer. But you'll literally just chop it up and then just transfer it over into your glass jar, hopefully, your kilner jar, whatever it is that you've got. That's going to be full, and then it's ready to use when you're ready to enjoy your cup of cacao.